Avoid these mistakes when choosing a spouse. Welcome to BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub. This is where we help you build a strong, God-centered relationship. Now, choosing a spouse is one of the most critical decisions of your life, if you'll agree with me. And a wrong choice can lead to headache, but a wise decision, which is rooted in biblical wisdom, can bring a lifetime of joy and fulfillment. I welcome you once again, and I am Hilary Osuha, your faith-based relationship and marriage coach. Now, in this teaching, we'll uncover 5 common mistakes that people make when choosing a life partner. And I'll be showing you, by the help of God, how to avoid them using timeless biblical principles. Now, hear me. Whether you are still single, whether you are dating, whether you are engaged right now, these insights will help you make a God-honoring choice for a lasting marriage. Stay with us till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub for more life-changing relationship teachings. Now, what are the 5 common mistakes that people make when choosing a life partner that we are talking about? Number 1, first and foremost, is ignoring red flags in character. Ignoring red flags in character and behavior. Now, many people tend to overlook clear warning signs because they feel they are deeply in love, or sometimes people hope that they will change their partner when they finally get married. However, hear me, character flaws like dishonesty, like uncontrolled anger or disrespect will only end up worsening rather than diminishing. Now, Bible tells us in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 in verse 14, it says, do not be equally yoked with unbelievers. He said, for what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? He gave example further and said, what business has light and darkness together? Light and darkness are like 2 worlds apart. He said that light is here, then darkness gives way. Or darkness is in place, then light gives way. Both of them cannot dwell together. It has to be one at a time. Do not be equally yoked. So for you to be thinking that you, that is light, for example, can bring darkness into your life and both of you will stay together forever, it's not going to work. That's why it won't take time. The people will begin to call for divorce because light and darkness have come together, which makes it impossible for them to dwell together as husband and wife, as lovers. Now, what are you to do instead to escape this trap? Take time to observe how these people treat others. Take time to observe how they handle conflict and how they live out their faith. Marriage can only magnify character, both good and the bad. Watch the life of these people, observe them closely and see how they relate with others. It will help to guide you whether to choose them or not to choose them. Now, number 2, prioritizing physical attraction over compatibility. That's the major problem again. Why physical attraction is very important also, it might be important in choosing who to marry, but it should not be the foundation of your relationship. A good marriage thrives on mutual values, shared goals, and emotional compatibility, not just on physical side. Many people are no longer on this planet Earth because they chose who to marry based on what their eyes see. Then, after they have entered into marriage, have you ever seen any marriage working? They say it's because my husband is handsome or because my wife is beautiful. No. Have you seen any marriage fail? They say it's because my wife is ugly, my husband is ugly. No. Or beautiful? No. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. That is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. So, what do you do in this case? Look beyond outward beauty. Ask yourself this question: can we communicate well? Do we share core values together? Physical attractions will fade, but a strong spiritual and emotional bond is what will last forever. Don't focus more on what your eyes see. Don't be deceived by that. What you should focus on is what is in the inside. That's what matters, and that's what will manifest later more in marriage. Number 3 mistake they make is rushing into marriage without deep understanding. People rush into marriage without deep understanding. Hear me, some people marry too quickly out of pressure. Some people marry too quickly out of loneliness or even out of excitement without taking time to truly know who their partner is. A rushed decision, hear me, a rushed decision can lead to regrets when hidden differences surface. Be careful. Don't rush into it. Biblical insight, if you check Proverbs chapter 19 in verse 2, it says, desire without knowledge is not good. He said, and whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. Whosoever that makes haste with his feet, making haste in making decisions, he says he will miss his way. Sometimes take time. Most times, what you are dragging, want to get something too hastily, God intentionally defer it, allow it to prolong because He wants you to learn some things. Now, what do you do in this case? Take time to build a solid friendship before committing yourself. Observe how your partner act in different seasons of life through stress, joy, and disappointment. Observe these emotional feelings about their lives to know if really you can cope with them, how they react, how they respond to these emotional situations. Number 4 mistake people make also in choosing who to marry is ignoring spiritual compatibility. Very important. Very important. Spiritual compatibility. Your faith shapes your values and purpose and even worldview. If your spiritual belief clash, it can cause tensions in marriage. That's the truth. Especially when raising children or making major life decisions. Your spiritual values should be considered. You may not understand what I'm trying to explain now, but when you marry the wrong person spiritually, someone that is going the entire different way from yours, that's when you know that it's going to affect everything about your life, even your children, the upbringing of it. Because everybody, both of you, we're talking two different things. Bible speaking in Amos chapter 3 verse 3, it says, can two work together except they be in agreement? Two can never do it together except they agree on one purpose, on one spirituality, on one plans. Now, what do you do in this situation? Ensure that you share a similar faith. Sharing a similar faith, spiritual vision. A strong marriage centers on God, where both partners grow spiritually together. Be careful. Imagine marrying someone that tells you that they don't believe anything, and then you, a core Christian, want to intervene with them. Number 5, letting family or society pressure you. That's one great mistake you make. Allowing your family or society to pressure you into getting married. Many people marry because of cultural expectations, because of family pressures, or fear of being single. True. And a marriage made under such pressure often lacks genuine love and understanding. Don't let people push you into getting married. Don't marry. You're not marrying for your family. You're not marrying for your relatives. You're not marrying for your siblings. Be selfish. In the other video I made, I say be selfish when it comes to marriage, because everything will revolve around you later in marriage. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 25, you see, the fear of man lays a snare, but whosoever trusts in the Lord is safe. The fear of man lays a snare. The fear of man is a trouble, is trouble in itself. The fear of man is like a trap in itself. He said, but whosoever trust the Lord is the one that is safe. So trusting the Lord in your decisions is what saves you, not considering men and what they say, what they think. Now, what do you do in a situation like this? Wait on God's timing and choose a spouse that is based on prayer, spouse based on wisdom, spouse based on genuine connection, not on external pressure. Many people get married, even on the wedding day, you see people dictating for them. You know that people are dictating for that marriage even from beginning, pushing you, telling you even how many cups of rice to cook on the wedding day, teaching, telling you how many drinks you are going to buy on the wedding day. Are you marrying for them? No, you are marrying for yourself. So choosing the right spouse is not only about finding someone you marry or you love. It's about finding someone who will help you to fulfill God's purpose for your life. Remember, you are not choosing for people. You are choosing someone that will help you go to where God has prepared for you in the future. You're not marrying for people. You're not marrying for siblings. You're not marrying for your relatives. You're marrying for yourself because you are looking for a life partner that will move you, that will help you move forward. Therefore, look beyond physical attraction to character and faith. As I round off, also take time to know the person you want to marry. Take time deeply, deep to find out, to know who you want to marry. And also, as I'm rounding off, choose spiritual and emotional compatibility over pressure. Choose spiritual and emotional compatibility over pressure. Don't marry because of pressure. Choose right. And hear me, by avoiding these mistakes that are listed up there, you will set yourself up for a joyful, lasting, and God fearing and God honoring marriage. And if you found this video helpful and if it has blessed your life, stay connected with BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub for more biblical relationships that is based on wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to help others build a strong, God-centered marriages. The Lord bless you for being with us. Congratulations and goodbye.